It's a WWE wrestling ring, and it's got a springboard, so you put your wrestlers in there and it springboards. Super cool. I found this at the bins. It does have a crack right here. It sold this past weekend for $12.99 plus a buyer paid shipping. I don't know where I came up with $12.99 for it. I saw somewhere you could sell the ropes by themselves for like 10 bucks. So I guess I could have parted it out that way. The bins were pretty bad this last week. I was hoping to source a lot of my stuff there, and it just wasn't very good. So I took what I could get. If it wasn't the damage on it, I was going to put some wrestlers with it. I'm just happy it's gone. The only problem is it's a 13 by 13. So this one this was broken. So I just assumed these all popped out. I just thought that was cracked, but I'm having a hard time getting these out. My plan was to pop those out, wrap them up, and then I could just ship this in like a, I don't know, like a 10.95 box or something. I'm gonna have to like make some box, and I know I'm gonna end up being irritated with having to ship that. Most of the time anymore, I just ship clothing and shoes. Those are easy stuff. It's just easy to ship. Not that it's not gonna be hard. It's just gonna be finding the right box. And I don't have the right box. I have 15 items that are gonna go out today. One sale is something I want to talk about. I'll talk about that later, but let's pull some orders. First items in BR, which is blue, right? Which is this one right here. These are packed pretty good. They're gonna be right here though. I sold this pair of Columbia kid sandals. They are Texan Wave Boys 3 Youth trail hiking water shoe sandals. I found these at the bins. So the bins, I pay $1.49 a pound. I've talked about it a few times where I haven't been keeping good track of my average sale cost, because I would generally come home, see how many items I have, and then just how much I spent and divide it, and that would be my average buy cost. Sometimes I don't do that. I've been pretty bad about it, I'll be honest. This day I was good about it. My average buy cost was $1.75, so I have $1.75 into these, and they sold for $19.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. I feel like they're kind of heavy though. I put them down for $4.99 for shipping, but they seem like they're gonna be heavy. Yeah, they're over a pound. So I'm gonna end up losing on shipping on that. That's fine. I mean, not fine, but I'll have to live and learn. I don't know why I put $4.99. I'm glad I didn't take an offer. I would have taken an offer on those. They just bought them outright, so that's fine. I don't care. I mean, I do care. I mean, I care, but I don't. I mean, I care, but I don't care, I guess. S15, which is right down here. I just listed these. These have been sitting around in here for a while. It's a pair of Birkenstock Maori. I'm never gonna say that right. Maori sandals. I found these at the bins. I found Birkenstocks at the bins, and they don't look like they never look nice. Very rarely. They have some issues on the front, I think, but these sold for $19.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. I have a couple things that I just listed. This is a Bulwark fire resistant work shirt. It's I don't know, the model on it's an IQ model. I have no idea what that means. My average buy cost was no sale day. I paid $6.41 for it. I took an offer. I had them listed for $24.99. Someone sent me an offer for $15. I countered it at $20. They took it plus shipping. I'm okay with that. Just get it out of here. It's a size 3XL, so I guess I probably could have waited for more. Comps were like, it looked like you could buy a brand new one for like $20 some. I just bought them because I was looking for some stuff to list this last weekend. I had sold it before, so I decided I was just gonna buy it. I never comped it or anything. Comps are just all over the place on it, and so I felt $24.99 would be okay, and if someone sent me an offer for $20, I would take it. So that's what happened, and that's why I took it, and now I'm done with it. So I don't know, $6.41 into $20 in just a few days. I mean, I just listed it. I don't know if I listed it yesterday or the day before, but it sold super fast, so I'm happy with that. I have one more. I have one in gray. I didn't want to annoy someone, but I felt like wheeling and dealing, and I felt like messaging them to see if they were interested in the other one, that I could just sell them both at the same time. I've never heard of this brand before. I've had these. They've been sitting around in a death pile. It's called Free Fly. When I comped them, someone had wrote athleisure wear on them, so I thought that was really cool, so I stole that title. But when I went to go list them, they had like pilling in the crotch area, which you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But I ended up using my sweater shaver, and I shaved it down, and it went all the way, and it looked nice. I have $5.50 into them. They sold for $22.49 plus a buyer paid shipping on it. So I'm happy with that. They're size large. That's good, right? I'm happy with that. This is basically free. It's gonna be an RL, which is red left. Is this bin right here? Maybe I can. They're gonna be right here. I sold these. These are 3 Zini optical eyeglass cases. I got these because I bought my glasses off of Zini Optical before, and I was obsessed with them. If you don't know what that is, you can buy your eyeglasses. I got these off of them, and I like these glasses so much that in the review section it said, like, see this part right here? It's a lot of the reviews said this broke a lot. So I really like these glasses, so I bought them. I bought a few pairs of them, and they would send them in these cases. These never broke. I have 2 or 3 pairs of these, I think, but I get for the frames and the lenses, it was like $50. So I was obsessed with buying glasses off of there. So I would buy them. I kept on buying all kinds. I have glasses I wore to work. I have glasses that I wore when I sleep. I have glasses when I wore when I would go just everyday glasses. I would have glasses. I used to wear a suit to work, and I would wear glasses that would match if I wore a brown suit, I had glasses that were brown. This is all a big tangent. Anyway, I had a bunch of these laying around, and I never put my glasses in them. I don't know why. I don't even know if I have. I think I donated a lot of them. I don't have. I was obsessed. I bought like probably 20 pairs, and so some of these leftover cases I had, I listed them. I was running a sale, 50% off on some of my super old stuff, like over a year old. I was watching Dave from NC Flipper, NC Flipper, and he was doing that on some of his stuff, and it kind of got me a little more. I would keep talking that I wanted to do something like that, so I finally did it this weekend. Just because my week sucked, my week sales were horrible. I had them priced for $10, and they ended up selling 50% off for $4.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. This was sitting in a pile because I needed to try to get stain out of them. It's a Patagonia like fly fishing. I don't know what kind of shirt you call it. It had a stain on the front sleeve, and then on the inner sleeve of them, it had a stain. So I have $5.50 into it, and it ended up selling for $16.99 plus the buyer paid shipping on it. Probably still would have bought it with the stain on it, thinking I could get it out. I washed it twice using Fell's Napa, and it just wouldn't come out. So I just went ahead and listed it instead of just thought about just redonating it. But I'm like, I could get a few dollars, and that's what I did. I got a few dollars for it. Next item is gonna be S14. See, I got a lot of space in here. I sold these. These are a pair of Dansko Serena brown leather wedge sandals, open toe. They're a women's 38, which cuts out. I think that means 7.5 or 8. Yeah, they're definitely smaller. I wear a women's size 10, so they're definitely smaller than that. I ran some other kind of sale where I gave out an offer. I probably had them listed for $20, $19.99, and they ended up selling for $17.49 plus the buyer paid shipping on them. C29 831 or something. I sold this pair of, it's called Vero, I think Viore board shorts. I heard about this brand from Thrift Life, and it was just like one of those brands, the way he described it. I was never gonna find a brand like this like around here. A few people I've watched have said that it's on the Vero list. So when I found it a few weeks ago, and I was super excited, and I bought it anyway. And I came home and I searched, I went to Google, I searched an eBay Vero list. Found the eBay sites of all the stuff that is on the Vero list. It's not on there, so I listed it, and I sold a pair a few weeks ago overnight for $30. I paid up for that pair. I paid like $8.62, I believe. So I was out 13 last week. Found it again, super excited, and the same thing. I was still nervous if I should sell it or not. I'm like, I sold the one pair, and I got it away okay, and it's not on the Vero list. So I did the same thing again. I searched Google for the eBay Vero list. Found it on eBay's website. It's not listed on there unless I don't know if I'm looking someplace wrong, but listed it. I paid $5.50 this time, and it sold for $29.99 plus the buyer paid shipping overnight. I think you can sell it, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm looking in the right spot, but hopefully nothing bad happens to me. Next up is an S11, which is right here. I've been selling Vans like crazy. I sold this pair of Van shoes. They're a women's, they're a women's size 7.5. Found these at the bins. I did average buy cost this day. I paid $8.82 for them, and they sold for $19.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. Hoping they're not smashed. They look okay. Again, I'm happy with that sale. That's a good sale. They're white. I cleaned them up a little good, but I don't know why I buy white shoes. The last 2 times I've bought white shoes, I've complained about buying them, why I buy them, but they sell. Like, I don't know how fast I think a pair of used Vans are gonna sell for. They sold. I should be happy if I can see it from here. It's a Peter Millar summer comfort shirt. I found this at Goodwill. I paid up for it. I paid $6.77 for it. It's a size 3XT. Is it T? Of course I got the label. I got the size tag. It's a 3X at least. It might be a 3XT. Super pumped about it. But when I came home and I was listing it, it had a stain on the bottom left-hand corner, and it had a pinhole on like the upper left-hand chest area. So instantly, I felt defeated. But I decided to list it. Well, I'm just gonna list it anyway. I don't care. But I just didn't. I don't know what it would have sold for before. But I ended up selling it for $16.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. It took. I don't know how. It took a little bit of time, but definitely didn't have that planned. But I'm happy it sold. You're gonna think, well, why wouldn't these have stain on them? C26 725. I think they're right here. No. Oh yeah, they are. 725. I sold these. These are a pair of Ralph Lauren white shorts that I found at the thrift store. I bought 2 pairs of them. They're a bigger size. They're a size 54B. They're brand new with tags, but they had stains. And I'm gonna be the guy who buys projects, and I decided to buy them anyway. Bought them. They sat here I bought them in the summertime. They've sat here for months waiting for me to list them. Finally listed 1 pair. The other pair were I just wasn't gonna mess with them, and I ended up redonating them. I had $5 into them. They ended up selling for $14.99 plus the buyer paid shipping on them. There was like 4 pairs there that I left the other 2 thinking I found 2 pairs that were good, and they weren't good. And I had a hard time leaving them behind. I was hoping to pull these shoes out without having to take this whole thing down, but now for a pair of boots that I have some issues with. Oh, I sold this pair of Sperry, what are they called? They're called Sperry saltwater quilted duck boots, rain snowshoes. I found these at the bins. I almost left them at the bins because the heel had some wear on it. But I'm like, for the bins. That day, the bins hasn't been good for shoes the last 2 times I've been there. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a chance on them. I'm gonna buy them. And when I came home and I was finally, they sat here for weeks. I finally I was cleaning them last week. I listed them, or maybe the week before. When I listed them, there was some, like when you put your foot in it, the heel had like the heel ankle area had a couple tears in it that I didn't see until I was listing them. I disclosed that and priced them super low. They sold for $12.74 plus buyer paid some shipping on it, or they paid shipping. Hopefully they paid all of it, not some of it. This next weekend is 50% off at Goodwill, so hopefully will get a lot of good stuff. A lot of the stuff I've been listing that is actually selling is stuff that's just been sitting around here because I don't really keep a death pile. My death pile is stuff I don't want to mess with. It's stuff that just needs projects and I don't want to mess with it. I've been messing with them lately, they just happen to be selling if I've had them listed for a little while. There's just stuff that's problems, I guess. Because I was sending out offers. This I sold on an offer too. I found this pair, C5 717. C5 717. I found this pair of jeans at the bins. What number did I say? We'll try to remember. Don't want to have to walk back. They've been listed for a while. Hollister. I sold this pair of women's Hollister jeans. They're size 1 regular. I found them at the bins. My average buy cost that day was $1.48. So not much into them, but I didn't make much either. I mean, they sold for $11.04. I'm still gonna make some money, but it's definitely not something that I want to brag about to you. But I mean, that's what it sold. That's what it is. That's how it. I don't know. I'm extremely happy that I can just kind of do my own thing right now and not have to worry. I mean, I worry about my sales, but other than that, if I have to sell something for $11, I will do it. Just so I have to go work some job I don't want to work. I don't know. I'm scared sometimes I'm gonna fail at this and I have to go back. Not that I don't like working, but I don't do so well around people anymore, and I feel like I didn't do well before, and I'm scared it's just gonna be even worse now. So I'm gonna keep plugging away here. I'm gonna keep showing. This one's not too bad, but I'm gonna keep showing you some crappy sales, I guess. C28 315. I think it's that right there. Is this 28? C28. What did I say? 314? Did I say 315 or 314? I think hopefully I said 315. 315. I sold this. It's a Banana Republic organic cotton button shirt. It's brand new with tags. That's the only reason I bought it. I constantly say that all the time, that I mean like, I'm gonna tell you reasons why I didn't want to buy it, but I mean, not that I think this is gonna sell super fast, but I'm happy. I paid $4.50 for it, so I mean that's a low average buy cost. I'm happy about that, and it sold for $21.24. I mean, I'm happy about that. It didn't take any time to list. It was brand new with tags, and I got a sale out of it on it. But you know, I'm gonna make more than a few dollars on that. I'm happy about that. Right? I'm not putting myself down. I'm just telling you my mind, I guess. My mind thought, like, because I don't know, I get caught up in all the time about watching when I watch other YouTubers or I watch Instagram stories and people sell stuff $300, $400, $500, and that's just not what I do. I don't know if it's ever going to be what I'm going to do. I guess it's just part of my growing pains, but those are my sales. That's what I'm selling. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in 3 days. Bye.